Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Wargame, and if you've paid attention to the last few videos, then you know the drill. It's time to get wooing. If you don't know the drill, you'll recognize in a second what I'm talking about. Either way, we're gonna roll for our deck, we're gonna roll for our spec, and then we're gonna remove the deck. So that eventually, oh, I didn't mean to scroll there. What's down there? Is my data private? I hope it is. So yeah, let's spin it. Eventually we'll have gone through every deck. Not every deck plus every spec, of course. That'd be crazy, but... Oh, Commonwealth, nice! I enjoy me some Commonwealth, and so does he. So does he. Commonwealth, get removed. Let me just remove it from my text file as well, so I never forget about that. And then, what spec? I'm pretty sure I should have every spec available, so there's no rerolling here, unlike with Sweden. Oh god, it's support. Oh, no, it's support. It's... Hold on. Never gets old. I guess it because I only hear it like 3 times a week, or I guess 6 times a week because I roll twice at max. Commonwealth, you know, out of all the support decks, might be definitely top tier for 1 versus 1. I think we get some pretty good assets in the other tabs, which many other support tabs don't. Of course, I would say you don't have like the, you know, ridiculously strong support tab in the form of artillery or other supporting units, right? You don't have beacons or automatics, right? You have some good stuff in the form of the ADATs, but I think the main advantage over Commonwealth, in the same sense, no, right, is for example getting the Chimera, right? ADATs, of course, also works really nicely as like a boosted anti-tank vehicle. So yeah, we had support a while ago already. Oh yeah, Israel, Israel support. That's the one. God, that was one of the matches of all time. Okay, what do we get in terms of infantry CVs? Okay. Ooh, we don't get any. Yeah, okay. So we don't want. We're gonna take the Canadian one because the M35 track we don't get any Canadian recon infantry. So, and then we might actually take 2 cards here. Might run something like this. We're gonna take the new, and by that I mean renamed Mac Mark III or MC3 rather. Canadian. You know what? Let's try it. Let's take 2 different fobs, huh? Just not the British one. I don't think I could have sworn. No, we went over this recently that only FKP are the only special forces for some reason to be available in support. Oh, hold on. I actually want to check something. I'm actually curious. I'm wondering if the reason why they're the only ones in support is because there might be more, but maybe the others just don't get any transport and support, and as such they don't appear. For some reason, for example, in my mind SAS were available in support, but I guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Either way, enough of that. Get Canadian Airborne, even though in a helicopter only. Do we get commandos? We do not get commandos, huh? I get Gurkhas, but also in a helicopter only. We get a Saracen territorials, right? Saracen is 5 points now. It's only 5 HP now. But that's a card. You probably should not skip on Fusilier 90s. If I had the choice, I think I'm actually going for these boys. We might have to rely on them a good bit. So I'm actually downwetting them. Milan 2 is gonna be nice. I'm not sure if I like the territorials here, but do we want to try to make Diggers 90 work? Let's see if we can make him work. Maybe it's crazy. Maybe it's a bit too much copium, but maybe they can kind of work. Because the nice thing about Diggers is the mini-me, right? Okay, support. AS90 I think is a must. The only 10 seconds tube party you get. What do we want more artillery? And if so, what artillery? Do we want cluster? I think we want the card. We have the activation points, almost certainly. And I think we want the card just for versatility. Because I think on some maps, I don't think we're not, let me put it this way. We're not going to rely on this. It's not going to be part of our like main strategy, but there might be situations where it might just be very useful. But upvet it as well. Let's see. Okay. Stormer is way too good to pass up on as like a general AA piece. ADATS I think is a given. It's 110 points. Do I need more than 3? Probably not. I'd rather, I think, upvet it. It's not gonna matter as much versus ground units, but against planes, I think the upvet definitely makes a difference, right? Actually, I wonder how big the difference is from train to hardened versus hardened on vet when you already have 70% base accuracy. Oh yeah, so train to hardened is 75 to 80% accuracy. Hardened to veteran is 80 to 86. So we actually get a 6% available accuracy boost. In fact, all of the steps, rookie to trained, trained to hardened, hardened to vet, vet to elite, are a 5% accuracy boost, with the exception of hardened to vet, which is 6%. Damn. How do you like damn apples? A card of Track Rapiers, I think, just good. Definitely put one card of this in. Probably this for some cheap AA. Got buffed, got more accuracy and more ammo. More accuracy and more ammo. I should have pointed here, not on the rate of fire down there. Mortars are always good to have. Yeah, let's leave it for that. Maybe the Wolverine as well. Maybe Wolverine instead of the Falcon, actually. So we have some wheeled AA. Not because we want to do wheeled pushes, but so we have some fast stuff. I think a card of Chief Mark 11s are going to be okay. Maybe we should actually try the Mark 10. Give the Mark 10 a chance. For heavy AT duties, we will have the Chimera. I like Mythic Gazelle 65.1. Usually I'm not a huge fan of exceptional optics, but it's fast, it's very small, so it's actually hard to hit. And still kind of affordable for being exceptional optics. Green jackets are nice. Unfortunately, we do not get the ASLEV. MRV, probably the MRV, huh? The MRV, I always liked it. I'm not sure if you actually need, you might need a lot. This is good to have, this is good to have, this is good to have. Maybe the Rover Wombat, but we have only 55 activation points and we will need quite a bit in the air tab. We should need a whole lot of ASFs, but even in like in a deck that's very good with anti-air, if you have no Patriot or like a, at the very least like a Hawkpeep 3, ASFs are still gonna be useful because these units just don't have the same range or suppressing power as the other units. Although the ADAT does have the advantage of not being radar, so that's always nice to have. F111C is too good to pass up on. Let's take the Kahu. Let's do it like this. I don't think I'm gonna use the cluster. Usually I would put in the cluster plane, but yeah. These days I also really like to see Harry over the Voodoo. Even though I'm not a fan of seed planes with no stealth, if I can avoid it, it's just so much more consistent in the Voodoo. And as I like to say, even though it's easier to spot because of its lower speed and lack of stealth, it does have the range advantage on the seed missiles to somewhat make up for it. And it's a multi-role plane. Even if it's not amazing, it is a multi-role plane. Lower ECM, of course, but when it comes to seed planes, the lower speed can sometimes somewhat offset the worse ECM because sometimes you can stay out of range of like infrared AA. It leaves us with 2 points. Which means that either one... Do I want something down here? Rover Wombat might be okay, but then again, we don't really have a strong wheel push, I think. Actually, it's down with you. And I don't think we will need many ASLEVs. Might actually like put one upgraded in you. If like for counter battery, we might want this, and for general fire, we might want the downweighted one. It sounds weird, but I'm actually serious. We just reorder this. Motors I don't want to upgrade because I want a bit of spread for the smoke. If I were to use a motor specifically for direct fire, upgrading might make sense. And then for our last slot, maybe something like an ASLAB, so we have a wheeled CV that isn't infantry. In certain situations, it might come in. It might be very helpful. Because the trucks are slow and not very tanky. And sometimes you might need a fast CV that you can like relocate very fast as well. So yeah, let's take that. It's very good off-road speed as well. Actually, does the Grizzly have better off-road speed? No, it doesn't. Iltis does, but it probably has a worse speed module, so it takes a bigger penalty in forests, I think. Yeah, it's the fastest wheel when we got off-roaded is in the Jeep. I think we're gonna stick with this. All the two fronted decided, which is very good, of course. Browning, which is nice. But this might be like a rare situation where I would take the one armor ones, even for the same price, if they had better off-road speed. Because this is just a very, very niche card in this deck anyway. Alright. The infantry is gonna be very awkward. I think we're gonna have to rely a lot of line infantry plus aviaries to win like forest fights. We probably should put in flamers actually, so we can win town fights. I'm not gonna start with the diggers shenanigans. I just think it's not gonna work. I've tried them in the past. I don't think it's a good idea. Which flamers do we want? Pioneers have an SMG. Assault pioneers have a battle rifle. I think the battle rifle is actually better on line infantry, even for CQC. So let's take these bad boys. Also got a better 5-pointer because it has an additional MG. Minigun is kind of a joke. Because if this was a minigun like the Yak B, it would be different. But this does not have the AoE tag, meaning that it can't shoot at anything with more than one armor. This is basically a small arm weapon, which means that it's gonna deal okay damage, even though it has like a messy rate of fire. It's gonna deal okay damage to like infantry and helicopters without armor. But as soon as you shoot at something with one armor, it's, yeah, a joke. Definitely would have been, just like many other units still left in the game, also a good candidate, excuse me, for a buff. Either way, this is gonna be our deck. Let's see what we can do. This doesn't even have medium optics. Oh. Alright. I shall see you in a second once we find a ranked game. Okay, this time. Oh, wait, is this? It is the guy on my friend list, surprisingly enough. I guess I'm only a Sergeant Major. If I remember correctly, this is Gradius. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. Assuming that is the same guy. I saw him be in session while I was in session. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. And yeah, this should honestly be a good map for us. Close quarter combat engagements. Artillery, tube artillery is gonna be good here. Although we only have the AS9, we have nothing else in terms of tube artillery. Aviaries, chimeras are gonna be great here. I've had incredible success with chimeras on this map. And so which means that they're gonna be awful for me this time around, of course, because you know this is gonna be on YouTube. But yeah, honestly, I am hopeful that this is gonna be alright. So, I think we should go for golf. Charlie push is just, I don't think it's gonna work with this map. But let's open up the ADAS. I think we have to open it because, you know, come on. Let's get some ASLAVs over here. We will need some recon. We will need a mortar. Get a camera. Get some aviaries. Bam. Get some Fusilier 90s. It's quite expensive. I guess we are starting with 2 farms, so no second CV. Let's get one of you for that this part here. Get a Fusey squad to place in there. I think it's a bit too much to put in here. It needs some support. Get some Fusilier 90s in there. Get this in here. Put a Milan 2 in here as well to help shut down this a bit. We're gonna put like 1 or 2 territorials up here just so they die if something pushes up and I know that something is up there. Worst case scenario from like here, the ADATs might be able to shoot at some vehicles coming down, but it might also just get one shot if there's a decent tank. Oh well. Playing against blue 4 as we're playing red. Certain someone, in case you're watching, will get a chuckle out of this. You're supposed to be in there. Milan down there. Recon in here, you move there. Wanna have you move through the forest so you don't get potentially shot. Well, you know, if I tell it too fast, more fear might try to go like this, there. That's why you gotta be careful with the way you send certain stuff. ADATs, you stay there. Aviaries, you stay on the outside here. You just go there. Except for you two, one in here, one in there. You're supposed to spot stuff. Come here at the edge there. Pinsker, are you gonna try to unload into the town? Oh, that's a tiger. That's bad. Let's get this. In case there's a push happening here, you can do some really good force fighting. Unfortunate that we died. 15 HP squads actually can sometimes survive this, but I think it's because we were only in the 6 HP healer, so there was 4 overkill damage, so we got hit twice, reducing the HP to 11 if essentially, and as such, the crash dealt the remaining damage. Those are either KCT or Commander 95, both which would be very bad. We can't. Caliber 2 is this? No, it's just unspec. ACT, okay. Oh, you're supposed to be in here actually. IDS? Yeah, whatever, those are just territorials, buddy. You're just a bit too far back. Got a lot of territorials, but hit territorials with not this. It's kind of funny. Mortar, yeah, good position for my mortar. There's still a tiger roaming around, which is not great. Looks like the Chimera killed the KCT. That's the 4G buff for you. Very good, very good. It's spread around. There's still the target. It probably retreated, but yeah. Ah, and another one. They're just so satisfying to use, man. Ooh. Nothing quite like it. Oh, and look at those things get absolutely stunned as well. You love to see that. Ooh. Oh. Is there any unit that's more fun to watch? Okay, Chimera maybe don't stand in the open. I don't want you to open fire at infantry and you can push you up. Leopard 2 has poor optics, so it's probably not gonna spot his green jackets trying to push up. If it even is, I mean, if it was 30 edge, I would spot it anyway, so that's not a big deal. Did I not give this M35 an order? No.
Speed up, driver. We're in a hurry. On our way, son.
You want to be aggressive. Let's just put you like back there. You're gonna die to a sneeze anyway, so... Oh. Okay, for a second I thought it was a blue dot, but I guess my mind played tricks on me because of this light green and dark green mixing up. Contrast to the red. Made me think it was blue, something like that. Probably some designers who can explain that phenomenon to me. Some web designers or something, I don't know. You actually killed something? probably like a 5-point shot, given that you shot once, gain a tiny bit of HP.
What is it you want now?
Had to be 1 or 0 armor to one shot with 10 AP. Like, you know, something like this. Either from the infantry CV or recon squad, something like that. That was a retreat that was very far. They just got here, wow.
We're
Okay.
reconnoitering this area.
DGC doesn't have good cluster planes or good AG planes. I mean, there's the IDS and such, you know, and they have a cluster plane, but they're not particularly notable. So I feel rather comfortable to put this stuff, even though it's very slow, in like these very aggressive and somewhat deep forests. Oh boy! That is not very nice. That explains why oh, this actually survived, nice.
Anything for us, sir?
Turn around to show yourself from your best side, i.e. the front.
Any orders, sir?
Oh, that was very rude. Look, I don't. If you watch this, I don't want to shame you, but it was not very nice. Like, okay, not very nice. Maybe an exaggeration. It is what it is, right? I don't mind these cheeses. I still hate playing against stuff like that. Everybody does. But I don't think it's unvalid. Either way, let's try to find another match, shall we? Alright, so far we're 2 for 2 in terms of episodes, where in the first match I get I get cheesed, and in the second match I get the same map from a different side. What is this? A theme? Okay. Oh, now this is interesting. Wait, did we put in 2 Canadian fobs? Did we put in 2 different fobs? I have to check this. Sorry for that, but I thought I had 2 different fobs. I didn't realize. No, we had to have 2 different fobs. I guess we accidentally didn't put in 2 different fobs. Oh, you know why? Because I added the ass level and then I replaced the second fob with another Canadian fob. Because I was confused why they were stacked up in 2 separate units if they were from different nations. Alright. Well, that's on me. I'm sorry if you were rooting for the 2 different fobs and I messed it up. Okay. No high, no nothing. Let's play it safe this time around. Immediately get a tank CV. So, I don't think we can push for Bravo. Our stuff is so slow. This is gonna run out of fuel before it gets to Bravo in here. Our infantry, we have no good shock infantry. Best we can hope is maybe get a sneaky Gurkha drop. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can sneak some Gurkhas in there. I turned sneak and drop into snob. Okay. Get some ass levels again. Talking with like one of you to like deny some rocket pod helo shenanigans. That's gonna be awful here, so let's get a Chimera. Oh, okay, they responded at least. It's always a good sign. Let's say we're just AFK taking a pee or jacking off. I'm 24 minutes into the video. I can say that now. 1 minute. Get a mortar. Did you know? This looks like... No, I'm not gonna say it. If you know, you know. It's nothing bad. It's just funny. Okay. It looks like it's a guy laying down and jacking it. Okay, there you go. Always the head, the C is... Those are the legs, and the G, right? The upper part of the G is the left arm, the down part is the right arm, checking it. That's what you tune in. That's what you watch my videos for, right? Oh god, somebody immediately. Okay, no, that's just a notification. Get some Saracens, get some fusees. You're very light in mid. Maybe the summon chieftain makes sense. Because I can actually cover a lot more area with that thing. And instead of a chieftain, maybe we should get some. Whatever. Let's do this. Lero. ELFH? Oh my god, they wrote the word wrong. Everybody make fun of him. What I dislike about this side is with the recon helicopter, you can't actually view, see above this plateau, which makes this very annoying early on, actually. Aslevs also just drive in there, Saracens unload in there, aviaries, you go like here, marksman, you go there. Actually, one of the Saracens who unload there, Cobra, so US or blue, or no red. I forgot about this, that's great.
I need that tail rotor checked.
It's like it's been 8 years, my dude, since grenade launchers could shoot at other helicopters.
That tail rotor checked.
Look at the DPS, man. Almost killed him there. It's like the best anti-air helicopter you can get if it doesn't have missiles, you know? Nice, killed the Aslev. Sorry, killed the Humvee. You're a bit late. Okay, they already. No, never mind. They did not already unload. That's an Abrams. Let's get some base defense. That's a Bradley. Okay, gotta keep you a bit further back in cover. Oh my god, you're shooting at the Abrams. Oh, oh no. Oh. Okay, where's the rest of the okay, well, that's part of the rest of the forces. Where's my camera? Oh, there it is. I completely forgot about this. Wasn't even on attack move. I'm so good at this game. Sorry. Look at this lynx. Oh, no, 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 no. Land, land, land. You can't die. You can't die.
It always comes down to the
You're a hero, unit.
looking for attacks.
Yeah, you don't have the DPS to kill those M103s fast enough. You didn't even hit once.
Are you talking to me?
Okay, Gurkhas, do your thing. Shuli, do the thing.
Need some extra eyes, sir? What are your orders, sir?
Are you hovering low? You are hovering low. I'm seal clubbing right now. Wait, what? Why is it out of range? Hello, fire precision. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait a second. No, it doesn't have full range on the HE. I don't know what went wrong there. Maybe it might have been that I was still a bit deep in the forest, and if actually, even though you can shoot out of it, it actually reduces the max range. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Sound clear. Out.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
But it should have. What? Why does it refuse to? Now it does. Okay. Probably still some forest. Longbow. Okay then.
To report.
Jesus. Let's get an ADAS here. It has decent anti-plane range. So if the long Nighthawk is close enough, it will shoot at it. I also until now forgot that the Nighthawk is a thing. Well, is a thing that my opponent bought, rather. Challenger will almost certainly win against Longbow nowadays because of the Longbow's 2 seconds aim time. Basically meaning that AA pieces that have the same range as the Longbow don't immediately get destroyed now. I mean, in a scenario like this, it would get destroyed either way. I mean, I die. Unless I only hit it once. Very nice. Should turn you off now, because now a seed missile will kill you. But this is just... Maybe I'm getting cheesed again. But this feels so much more one-sided than last match. Which... Not something that I enjoy.
Okay, what's the situation?
Much I can really do, I'm afraid.
Spit it out, man.
There they are. Actually kind of a benefit that I have only one armor. because it means those M113s will give their position away. Not really doing much, while I can stay out of range of those riflemen that will one-shot me with their loss. It's an incredibly niche. Oh god, I got critted. It's an incredibly niche scenario where that's actually beneficial in a way, but it's funny, I think. Okay, fine, I'll risk it. Tutorials in here. Get another chieftain, and then get like some Milans to deal with this Bradley. I swear I'm not a chain smoker. That's a chaperone. Oh, that's so funny when you shoot the helicopters. Basically kill. You know, there's no way you don't kill them. But then because of the panicking and stuff, they change, like they mess around, change altitude, and like suddenly get behind cover because of that. Never fails to get me. And just stay there. There's the longbow. Oh, he did spot me. And you killed your own Humvee.
Has an enemy chopper been spotted?
Where do I place you?
If the enemy's in range,
The thing is, if I place you up there, that mountain will eventually block line of sight, and then I might shoot into it and deal damage to myself. I think I'm gonna place you here, and you can shoot down there.
what can infantry do for you, sir?
Yeah, I'm panicked. Some of the fires in the gutter.
Who's a passenger?
I still have my. No, I lost it. I just remembered. Right? How did I lose my links? Okay, whatever. That's not right. Maybe. Our missile is faster than the tow, but this has stealth, right? As soon as it stops shooting, I'm not gonna spot it anymore. Yeah, there you go. Fortunate. I'm too afraid to actually try to duel it with the ADATs. Stealth will probably mess me up. Actually, I can probably attack move towards it in a sense. Unless I stay, yeah, as long as I stay below the autocannon range, it will not like big shot. Okay, you should have. One shot. But I did hit. I think you're spotted, huh? And you just fired, so obviously the name stops blinking, but... Oh, maybe not. Right, I reversed it out of reflex. Did I not turn this off?
If the enemy's in range, so are we.
Still have like, there's still like all these riflemen here. You no. You don't get shot down by a 5-pointer, please. Stay in cover. Let's get another ANETs on the field. Just so we don't have to worry about the Raven when it comes back. There you go. 4 HE is pretty nice on achievements. Even if they have lower the fire, it just feels nice. Like on paper, their HE output, not on paper. Basically in practice, you know, if we ignore the fact that technically when you miss, you also have a bigger splash radius, so when you miss, you still might deal more damage. Well, no, that's just mean. That's just mean. But it has a lower DPS, HE DPS, than like basically any Leopard 1. If we ignore accuracy for now and such. But it still feels more impactful, right? Because burst damage is higher. And sometimes, or maybe frequently even, that is more valuable because it is actually, or can be pretty rare that you get like constant firing against infantry with their tanks. So the first shot or the first salvo might actually is in quite a few situations actually more important. But if it means that you immediately kill a squad and don't have to take a second shot, of course, that helps a lot, of course. Or if, you know, in general, you just have to hit one fewer shots, right?
Waiting your orders, sir.
And this is one of the situations where I want an ass lap. Just in case I see the Nighthawk again, I can move out. I'm gonna place it here at the edge. For one, this is not a very obvious position. Nobody places their CV here, right? But also I'm very close to like the edge of the forest, so I can very easily get out of there. And hopefully evade it, if it were to come down there.
You're about to put our lives at risk.
And this was an obvious spot, right? Fair enough. I was thinking there for a second, do I get an ADATS for base defense against the Nighthawk? Right, is the Bradley dead? Or did it just retreated, huh? Oh, don't give this. Oh, whatever, you can give this ammo. Right, we have the AS-90. Right, we're support. I was not playing this like a support deck. Oh, you turned off. Hey, that's great. But you hit at least. And you didn't kill a single unit. I forgot that I still have this turned off. Oh well. ADATS is spotted? Yeah, it's spotted. Oh, I baited him on purpose, guys. Oh. What's the accuracy? 44%.
Anything in the air, we'll blow it up.
And it's... Aww. I killed the chaparral with it. Oh my god. Well, that was this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.